Are you ready to become an expert with ChatGPT? In this video, I'll share with you tips and tricks that will help you master this language model and unlock its full potential. Whether you're a content creator or a business owner or just anybody who loves to learn about new technologies in general, you won't want to miss this. So sit back, grab a notebook and a pen, and get ready to become a ChatGPT pro. I'm going to be bringing you an epic tutorial on how to use the most powerful tool on the internet right now, ChatGPT. You may have heard about this insane artificial intelligence that is going to replace jobs, do everybody's homework, writing documents, and answering any question known to man. And I'm here to show you how to get started and become a pro. Now, I know you're here for the good stuff, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, before I jump into this, if you find content like this valuable, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking this video, sharing with your friends so that this content can get to all of those that would find interest in it and help them. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we need to go to chat.openai.com and go ahead and sign up for an account. You can go ahead and do this. I already have an account, so I'm going to just sign in. So anyways, it's going to go ahead and ask you some personal information, your name, your birth date, and a phone number. It's going to send you a text with a verification code, no big deal. Some things that you want to pay attention to is that this is still a free research preview. So there may be some inaccuracies about some of the information, and some might be biased. But there are safeguards in place so that make sure nothing is offensive or discriminatory. Hold on. And also, if you come across any issues, don't hesitate to reach out to ChatGPT. Over to ya. All right, but now that we got our account set up, let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. I'm going to share with you 10 most powerful ways to use ChatGPT, from beginner, the most basic, to the more advanced. Believe me when I say that the possibilities with ChatGPT are endless. I mean, you got everything from coding, web development, app development and design, recipes, mental health, solving complex physics, everything. So simply to get started with ChatGPT, you have some examples and capabilities and limitations here on your home screen, just to give you an idea. But we're just going to go ahead and get started and start a new chat, which is where we're at. And you can have multiple conversations with ChatGPT. You don't have to just be limited over here on your message bar. It'll store all of your previous conversations. And just like a person, it'll remember the conversations that you have. So if you're talking about one topic on one chat and you jump over to a different topic on another chat about something completely different, then you jump back and forth, it'll remember as per that conversation what you guys are talking about, and it'll continue to discuss in that tone. But let's go ahead and jump right into this new chat. And real quick, I do have to point out, it's very important that you understand that there are some limitations. This is a language model. So the way that it writes, its verbiage, its tone, it may or may not sound inhuman. And nowadays there are mechanisms in place to where professors, for example, at universities can upload your paper that you wrote on ChatGPT, upload it into this detection software, and it'll say, hey, yeah, AI wrote this, right? But, and it used to be even that you can take a transcript, post it in the ChatGPT and be like, hey, ChatGPT, did you write this? And it'd say, yeah, I wrote this. But it's getting better because I tested it out the last couple days, and getting about 88 to 95% humanized. So it's constantly improving. So the first most basic thing that you can do with ChatGPT is you can just ask it a simple question. So we can ask like, when was the iPhone created? And there you go, June 29th, 2007. So you can treat it like Google. What color is the sky? Color of the sky is very independent, blah, blah. Well, there you go. More detailed answer. Nice. Then you can go a little bit deeper. What causes the sky to be different colors? And there you go. There you have it. Very detailed response. So also what you can do, you see this button right here, you can regenerate your response. And then if you realize that it's running a little bit too long or it's off topic or whatever, you can just simply hit stop generating. And then you can give it its feedback, better, worse, whatever. From over here, you can copy it to clipboard and then go over to your Google Documents or what have you and paste it. If you want to go ahead and clear everything out, you can simply just hit clear conversations and it'll remove all of your previous conversations. I want to show you how ChatGPT can help you generate lists, whether that's for content ideas, video titles, or in this example, we're going to do hobbies. So I can simply just ask, like, what are some cool hobbies? Oops, not hobbits. There you go, generating your list. And what I can do with this is I can even get a little bit more detailed to get something that kind of would be a better fit for me. And the way that I'll do that once this is done, well, we'll go ahead and just hit stop generating. That's fine. Let's say I want to do something with my wife. So I can say, list 10 fun and unique hobbies that an American couple in their late 30s can get into that most people never heard of. Geocaching, that is fun. Letterboxing, what's that? Similar to geocaching, but instead of GPS, it involves using clues to find hidden boxes. That would be fun. That'd be fun. Homebrewing, yep. Foraging, yep. See, these are all things that I'd totally do. LARPing. Falconry, look at that. Lockpicking, my father-in-law is into lockpicking. Glass blowing, that is pretty cool. But I mean, there you go. Things that I would never have thought of, but there you go. If you need an idea for this weekend, this will help you out. Heck, let's take it a step further. List 5 fun and unique date nights for an American couple in Kentucky. That for an American couple in Kentucky, you don't really have to worry about grammar or anything. In their late 30s, because we're old as dirt, we got to be in bed by 8. That most people haven't heard of. Horseback riding, yeah. My wife would definitely enjoy that. A hot air balloon ride, that'd be bourbon tasting. Yeah, got the bourbon trail. The Kentucky Castle in Versailles, that is pretty cool. Moonlit kayaking. There you go. So another prompt that you can ask ChatGPT for is for long form content. You can use these tools to generate a YouTube script. So, for example, you can say like, what are 10 video topics for YouTube as a digital creator? Product reviews, tutorials, behind the scenes, Q&A sessions, personal vlogs, top 10 lists, collaborations, opinion pieces, storytelling, industry news and updates. So then you can say, write me an outline based on a YouTube video on industry news and practices in the digital marketing niche. I can't spell. And so now I can go based on the outline you provided, write me a YouTube script. And it goes. And so there you have it. It'll write you a whole script on that. And then you can even take it a step further. Don't be afraid to go as deep as you want. You can say based on the YouTube script you provided, write a blog article. Can't spell today, man. And so there you have it. It writes you a whole blog article in just a few seconds. Now you can copy paste that into your website, link with your backlinks, and insert your YouTube video. Yeah, I mean, you know what to do. You know what to do. But I mean, that took all of 30 seconds. Just a couple things to remember is that grammar is not necessary. You don't have to have an English degree in order to write a good prompt. The more detailed that you are in your prompt, the better of the output that you're going to get. Start with the big picture and then work your way small. All right, so the next feature that ChatGPT can do for you is pretty cool, I think. Look over a document and provide a summary. So all you need is the web address. So, hey, go to this web address, review the article, and provide a summary. But now you see how it says that it can't, as a language model, it can't access the internet. However, I did recognize the article that I was discussing, and it did provide a little bit of summary. But let's see if we can take it a little bit further. Okay, so let's see. Please provide a summary. Let's see what happens. And there you have it. So it provided a summary of the article, the peer-reviewed article on whatever. I just pulled up some. So again, doing math problems, it can do complex formulas for physics. So I don't know anything about physics, so I'm going to take its word for it. But what's the physics equation for gravity? And it just goes to town. So again, if you use ChatGPT for something like this, make sure that you always fact check it, because there might be some errors. I don't know. This looks good to me. So the next thing that we're going to cover, you ever find yourself looking in your fridge trying to figure out what's for dinner, and you're like, I have milk and strawberries and corn, just these crazy ingredients, and you don't know what to make with it. Well, ChatGPT can help you. Check this out. So again, just being as detailed as you possibly can. What is a recipe that I can make with the following ingredients for 2 people? I have onions, tomatoes, garlic, beef, spaghetti, squash, and other generic ingredients. We can kind of already tell what it's going to make, but just for example. Didn't see that coming. Beef and spaghetti squash stir fry. So there you have it. Just list whatever ingredients you have, and it'll come up with a recipe for you. Pretty useful. Now, believe it or not, we're on tip number 8. We can use ChatGPT to extrapolate data or information from articles. So I stole this idea from someone else, but that's not a big deal. Again, we just simply paste the article into the chat box here and say, from the following article, when was the first eating? Dogs eating stuff. Model T made. And there you have it. Let's take it one step further, because I can also just ask ChatGPT when the first Model T was produced. So maybe there's just some major news going on and I don't have time to read it. I'll just say, hey, based on the following news article, what are the key talking points? There we go. It's pretty good article there, but I can extrapolate that data and break it down into what do I need to know about this? I don't have time to read it. What do I need to know about it? So the ninth thing is that we can actually use ChatGPT to write code. So for example, using Python script, we can say, write a Python script to open document files, convert them to a PDF, and save them in the subfolder named Patrick. Remember, the more information that you give it, the more it will do for you. And see what happens. Boom. So there you have it. You got your code written out. Remember, the more information that you can give it, the better output that you will receive. So another thing that it can do is it can even translate into different languages. So let's see. Quantum blah, 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 blah. Let this generate. Now we can say translate the previous text into French. So now, before we get to the 10th and final thing, I'm going to share with you two bonuses to help your experience with ChatGPT. The first thing is that you can modify the writing style to whoever you want to replicate. So for example, you can say rewrite the previous English text into a blog article in the style of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nope, let's pick something I can spell. Joe Biden. So there you go. Supposedly written in the style of Joe Biden. Let's try it. Let's try it on the opposite end. Rewrite the previous article in the form of Donald Trump. And there you go. The previous article written in the style of Donald Trump with his hyperboles and everything. So fun things you can do. You can even do it in the form of, let's see what happens when we do rewrite the previous article in the style of The Rock. It's all thanks to the principles of quantum mechanics, baby. Now The Rock knows what you're thinking. Perfect. But let The Rock be clear. This is fun. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, got it. Nice. So the other bonus would be that if you ask a complicated question, you might get a complicated answer. So again, explain. So what you want to do is you want to tell ChatGPT to dumb it down to you like you're a 5-year-old. So let's explain quantum computing in simple terms, like I'm a 5-year-old. So you know how computers work, right? Tiny little switches called bits and do calculations really fast. Quantum computers use switches called qubits that can do something really special. They can be in more than one position at once. It's like if you had a magic toy that could be in 2 different places at the same time. So there you go. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Now, lastly, ChatGPT, although it is artificial intelligence, can be used to help with um, uh, therapy, I guess. So, let's say I'm feeling depressed. What can I do to get over this depression? So it gives you some ideas to get over it. Let's say I have flu-like symptoms. What can I do to feel better? And it'll give you some ideas of what you can do to help feel better. Even one step for, even just another example, I'm experiencing tennis elbow, which I am. What can I do to um, heal and prevent injury? And it'll give you some possible remedies for assisting with tennis elbow. So give those a shot. So now that you have an idea of how to use ChatGPT, go ahead and jump on in, create your account, have some fun, play with it. And remember, don't be afraid to ask a stupid question. You'll just get a stupid answer in return. If you found this video to be useful, again, consider hitting that subscribe button, that like button, and share it with your friends so that we can get it to the people who would benefit from it. So I'm Patrick, the Lazy Content Creator, and I'll see you on the next video.